Hey there, this is Matt with State of Flux, here with a review for Child Star, Demi Lovato's documentary on Hulu. But before I talk about that, I want to draw your attention to an auction that I'm participating in. I'm participating in an online auction, October 13th. The pre-bidding is available now. It is something where I'm selling off a lot of classic pre-code comic books, early Marvel and DC stuff. Like Silver Surfer #1, Daredevil #1, stuff like that, as well as old posters for original runs of movies, the 1976 King Kong, Barbarella, original posters that came out from the 60s and 70s are on display as well. Check that out, there will be a link in the description area below. But now I'm talking to you about Child Star. I was really excited to see this film. As it was a passion project of Demi Lovato, and a performer who I've really quite liked. I didn't follow Disney back in the day, so I didn't come to her from that. My daughter got interested in her music, and she kind of turned me on to Demi Lovato. I like her sound, I love her voice, and her story and interviews and stuff like that always kind of captivated me. So when I saw that she was directing this, that is in essence her examination of what it is to be raised to be a child star, with interviews from like Kenan, Thompson and Drew Barrymore and Christina Ricci, a really insightful one from director Chris Columbus, I was really quite interested. And the film kind of shines a spotlight on the whole notion of what it means to be a child star, and that in a way that's different from the Quiet on the Set documentary that HBO Max had done earlier in the year that kind of highlighted a couple of bad apples. This kind of highlights the industry itself and how children superstars are expected to govern themselves in a world that is kind of ungoverned. There are age restriction laws in place and stuff like that for all areas of the workforce, but the film and television, it's a little more like the Wild West. There are some things in place, but not enough, and this film kind of highlights what those areas are. I was also impressed with how Demi Lovato kind of confronted wrongdoings in her past. She's engaged in toxic behavior on set, and at one point the film kind of stops in an interview where she's talking to one of her Camp Rock co-stars who mentioned an incident on set, and Demi and is looking to like kind of brush past it. And Demi stops and is like, no, let's talk about what I did. And then she talks about sort of a toxic situation that happened on set that she sort of initiated and started. I thought that was really kind of brave and insightful, and kind of shows that how people grow and change, and especially when you're working with an undeveloped mind of a child being thrust into a world where you're expected to govern yourself as if you are a brand and not a physical human being, was really quite neat. I really liked this documentary. I really enjoyed it. It's hard to watch. I wish it would have pushed a little harder in certain areas. It's a really tight sort of 90-minute movie. I think this is a film that could have been longer, and I would have loved to see like the raw footage of all the interviews with Christina Ricci and JoJo Siwa and all these people, because they really were had interesting things to say, and I want to hear kind of all of it. This was a really good movie, and I urge you to watch it. I give it a very firm 3.5 out of 4 stars. Follow me on TikTok, check out my auction coming up, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Peace.